Hi travelers, Tara here, Hidden Lotus Tarot. I am coming to you. This is November 27th. I cannot believe it's the day after Thanksgiving that we made it through. Oh my God. I hope that those of you who had to travel were able to travel safely without any weather glitches or traveling glitches, and you had no, what do you call it? ISIS encounters, except for the lady that sat next to you on the plane whose name was ISIS. Hope you didn't OD on turkey and football. I hope that everybody had a great time. I want to make a couple of announcements before we get into the reading. I will be going to see my doctor on December 9th. Hopefully, I can pinpoint a date for my surgery because I am about ready to do it myself. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to offer you any specials or anything like that for the month of December, but I would like to suggest that you go over to my website, hiddenlotustarot.com. Go ahead and follow it. That way, as I post up updates and stuff like that, you'll kind of be in the know as to what's happening around the time for readings and specials and whatnot. I'd really like to do that for Christmas and the New Year. I think it's going to be kind of fantastic. Let's see. Yesterday, the cars were talking to me all crazy, funny, not like haha. People were coming back under some of the videos. I'm confused. No more confused than I was looking at some of that foolishness in the cards. So this is going to be for Scorpio for December 2015. You guys gave me a run for my damn money for October, November. You really did. And we're gonna pull some cards for you guys to see what the possible energies could be coming up for December 2015 going into the new year. I have the Gilded Tarot, the Sibilas, my lovely trusty Sibilas, and I have the Heart Oracle card. And one other thing before I get started on the reading. I'm about getting sick and tired of you Scorpios coming up under all my other videos telling me to do Scorpio next. Y'all keep it up. I just won't do Scorpio. Okay. So anyway, let me work. So anyway, here we go. Let's see what the possible energies could be coming up for Scorpios for December 2015. I will not accept those cards. I know some of you have been going through some things, but we all have. So don't feel like you're the only one. All right, show me Scorpio for December 2015. What are the possible energies that will be coming forth for the sign of Scorpio December 2015? Let me put a rifle on these, and then we're going to get straight into the reading and see what it says. I'm telling y'all something. I'm in a mood today. So when I see something that ain't right, I'm going to call y'all on it. You don't like it? Go watch somebody else's channel. Here we go. Wow. Holy smokes. And underneath the lovers. Now, this going to say it all. This going to be a reading. Let me take a look and see what is happening for you Scorpios. Oh, my God. Now, this is something else. All right. Let's look at the general flavor of this spread. Now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana cards out of 10. So whatever y'all are going through is out of your control. That's the first thing. Now, you Scorpios, I just don't know. I usually have to buy another deck after I read for y'all. I just don't know. But I got Scorpio and Venus, and I'm all about, well, you make your bed, you lay in it. So, right off the bat in the center, I mean, this is, I don't even know what this is. Let me just tell you what I got. 3 rows, 3 columns, past, present, future, past, present, future. For some of you, this is a situation that it's going to be, that is developing or coming to a head, so to speak, from, maybe all the way back, probably March to the eclipses, but I would go back to say October, okay? And for those of you who are not in this situation yet, I don't even know what this situation is, but for those of you who are not in this situation yet, these could be the possible energies coming up into December and January. It is something major, and it, in a sense, it reads like something transformative for you. But right in the center, I have the Seven of Swords. Now, in this deck, this card says that the meaning is a home move. I don't see a home move in there unless you booked with somebody to come pack your stuff, a mover, and they stole all your crap while they were doing it, okay? This, to me, with the Five of Swords and the Eight of Cups, is really about deception, okay? Now, it reads, I can't even say it reads three people, perhaps. Oh, look at there. There's a Wands card. So this could be a water sign and a fire sign. It could also be an earth sign, because the world represents the world, the earth. Okay. And we have this three. This spread, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. And I might hurt y'all feelings, and I know how y'all are about having your feelings hurt, but Tara ain't gonna BS you. She gonna tell it to you like she see it, and she's gonna give you the message of the cards. And this may be painful for some of you, but maybe you need to hear it. What I am looking at, again, yes, three people in a situation and somebody walking away in this situation. Now, this could play out in any configuration, okay? It could be that you, as a Scorpio, were interested in another person and you were talking to them, and then whatever, something hurt your feelings and you like, screw them, and you went and got with somebody else, okay? But it could also be that you were with somebody that you cared about, okay? Again, they may have hurt your feelings, and then that person walked away from you. They're like, man, all that foolishness you doing, I can't deal with it, okay? Because you guys do have that reputation, that push and pull energy. You pull people in, and you're so lovely when you're in your full power. But when you are not in your full power, you can make people nuts. That's the honest to God's truth. And then you want to cry when the person leaves. I knew they were like that to begin with. No, doesn't work like that. It's a two-way street, not a one-way out. And I said that to mostly every Scorpio that I did a reading for, because they were all crying about their feelings were hurt. Everybody has feelings. And maybe you do feel a little bit more deeply than everybody else, but it still doesn't give you the right to emotionally manipulate people because your feelings are hurt. Some people may put up with that crap and go crazy. And some people just like, hey, later, I'm checking out because I can't do it. So this is about somebody walking away in a situation. There is some disappointment, regrets, and sorrows surrounding this. Now, for some of you, it could be that you have traveled somewhere and you met somebody new. The World card, that speaks to travel. If we want to look at, this speaks to planning, looking out ahead. We've got those ships. And even this card, even though I don't see that it says movement in there, it's about a move. So maybe you met somebody overseas or online, but it's coming after some type of previous emotional encounter. Okay? And this line across here, it's you are trying to heal your emotions, but there is some deceit and some deception going on. Maybe you're not being forthcoming with people that you're dealing with, and you certainly aren't being forthcoming with yourself. I have the Seven of Swords next to the High Priestess. This is the Moon card. And the moon card, this card does speak to uh, intuition. This is the card of esoteric knowledge. So it's as if you know that if you did something wrong, you were wrong in it. Okay. And but you won't come forward and say I was wrong. That's not the way Scorpios operate, at least not in my experience. But it could also be that you know that there's something deceptive in either the person you walked away from and got with, okay, or the person that you're with now, and maybe you're trying to figure out how to extricate yourself from the situation. But you know what's right and what's wrong. And the spread reads as though you tried to do something shady and now it's coming back to bite you in the ass. You ain't going to be sitting down comfortably for Christmas, okay? This diagonal here for sure, there's somebody new that had come in, that's come in, okay? But there's something shady either about the way you did it or something shady about this person. This last line, starting something new, coming together and trying to build something new. And there's a decision, a choice to be made, okay? And right now you're stuck, you don't know what to do. You're trying to view this from a different perspective. But I'm going to tell you something now. You're not going to be able to figure it out until you can become honest with those people you may have hurt, however you hurt them, and until you can be honest with yourself. To me, this smacks of somebody getting mad about something else or their feelings getting hurt. So they're like, man, screw that. I'm going to go find somebody else. And now the person that you're with, you're finding out is not all they're cracked up to be. Okay? This is really how this is speaking. With this line of the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Swords, you are now disappointed again. But this disappointment has come through your deception. And I do feel that this is speaking to the Scorpio people. Not really that someone else is deceiving you, but that you allowed your thoughts and your deep emotions to drive you into a situation where you have some choices to make. And you may be in a situation now that you can't figure out how to extricate yourself. We have the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the Hangman. You are being asked to, I don't know, figure out. I can't even explain this spread. These are some big, major cards. This speaks to everything being perfect the way that it is. And maybe that's what you're like now. You're like, well, screw it. I mean, I'll just be by myself and everything is perfect. But you also know that that's not true because your emotions are telling you that's not true. You know, your intuition is telling you, you know what? Maybe this is what my intuition is telling me, yeah, I need to be by myself. But you have these emotions, these feelings, these thoughts that are coming up that aren't sitting with you being by yourself. View it from a different perspective. This line, the 5 of Swords, speaks exactly to what I just said. I just saw this. Somebody get mad, somebody coming in, somebody's feelings being hurt. Maybe it was through words. And you trying to heal by saying, I don't need them. I'm going to go find somebody else. And maybe it could be that whomever walked away from you is trying to heal themselves and they are looking for somebody else. And so this is where the suspension in belief. It is time now to suspend your beliefs. Okay? And it is time to try to make a decision. And this is going to be difficult because you have the energy of Neptune. Neptune has gone direct. And Neptune is all about, well, maybe if I give them another chance. So maybe everybody in the situation, maybe if I give it another chance, whomever walked away from you or whomever you walked away from, you are thinking about each other. This is apparent. And there's a decision that needs to be made, but it's on hold. Because it's as if the cards are saying you are still trying to make the decision between two people. Now, I don't know what the cards are going to, this is just the craziest thing I've ever seen. But again, you made your bed, you lie in it. Disappointment, sorrow, betrayal, and regrets. There are regrets surrounding this walking away, whether you did it or somebody walked away from you. And yeah, I'm just going to look out. Well, so what? I'm just going to look out. I'm going to find somebody who gets me. And you're trying to heal, but there is some indecision because you don't know the right thing to do. You don't know. I think you do know. I think Scorpios, if any of you are in this situation or this situation is starting to play out for you, you do know what the thing is to do. Come clean. Come clean. Oh, Lord, I don't even know what to put no cards at on this. This is just the craziest damn thing I have ever seen. First, let's look at in the center of the spread, the Seven of Swords. You see, because what this is saying to me down the center is whatever regrets and sorrow and heartache and deception that has been perpetrated by you, or you're finding out that somebody else is not what they say they are, justice. So maybe this is karma paying you back for all the times you were being shady with people, okay? This new person that's come in, all right? Or it is karma because you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Meaning you can't expect people to continue to be put through emotional issues and things like that when you withdraw, when you want to do that push and pull thing, you know. So walking away, and maybe you didn't even see it coming that they was going to leave. Maybe they just left and didn't say nothing to you. Okay? And that's justice coming around. That's karma. Now, I know I'm speaking rather harshly to you, but this has been a theme that I've been saying for every single Scorpio that has come up for a reading between October and November. There were 3 people in the situation. Somebody walked away, and then they're coming to me. You guys were coming to me crying about it. I don't know. It's wrong. I love it. Or you're with somebody who completely, totally loves you, but you're pining away for somebody else that's already in another relationship or that has absolutely no thoughts and no care about you. Oh, but I love him. I love her. Anyway. Okay, let me see what I can come up with. Crazy. Just crazy. 7 of Swords. Deception, trickery, and this is very cunning. So to me it says that if you did this, you did it deliberately. You did it deliberately. You knew. And I know you guys are secretive, so you did it deliberately. Now, if this is somebody who's doing this to you, they are doing it deliberately. Whichever side of the coin you fall on, think about that for a minute. What I have is jealousy, hidden emotions, and resentments surrounding either your home life or the true place of the heart, right in the center. Now, these Sabilas have been point on today. And like I said, you guys may be getting mad at me. Screw Tara, I ain't gonna never watch her. I'm gonna talk bad about her. Go ahead. Karma will come back and get you. I'm only telling you what I see. And this is a true thing. This is a true statement because I'm looking at it in the cards. 5 of Swords. Now see, I said it was in the past, this whole past line. Someone came through for you. They were, in effect, speaking your language. They got you. You were very, very happy about it. And this person really was a lover to you. And they were bringing you a message of love. And this made you very happy. Maybe going back to this jealousy card, you got scared. So you said something or you did something. You disappeared like you guys love to do. Just fall off the damn face of the earth and don't say nothing to nobody. And that person said, you know what? Screw that. I'm not having it. I want to see what the World card is all about. Because this is a mix of positive and negative energies. But the way that the cards have fallen out, it's more negative than positive. Yes. Now, when this occurred, feelings got hurt. And you went on off into the world seeking safety and security, running away from love. I could say that this is a person. If you are a female, you think that your safety and security is going to be found with the other person, okay? If you are a male, this is you running away to someone else, looking for love, thinking it's going to give you whatever security that you're looking for. Maybe it has to do with finances. I want to look at what this Eight of Cups is all about. Well, now, sorrows, loss, regrets, going off to lick my wounds and heal my emotions. Remember I said you made your bed, you lay in it? The Amalato, the sick person. And you went off with your friends and decided that you were going to just, okay, well, forget about it. Maybe this is where this travel card comes in. And these friends are supposed to be your confidants. But somebody said, man, don't worry about it. Come on, we'll go do this. You can forget all about it. That's if you even told anybody about it, which could speak to the confidant card. Maybe you didn't speak to this person, this confidant, or maybe this person who comes in with the friends and the family as a confidant didn't give you the right advice. But it also, to me, can speak to this card here makes this a negative thing. And whatever it was, uh, something that came up where it just didn't, I don't know, I can't even explain it. You went with a friend and it wasn't the right thing to do. And I think you're realizing that now. Maybe your friend introduced somebody new to you. And now you're realizing that even though they meant well, it wasn't the right thing for you. But again, I don't think you will admit that. I want to look at this Lover's card because this is the choice. This is the overall flavor. Now look. Someone has hope that you will change your mind and come at least visit with them or speak to them or see them, take a trip. But it is also saying that they're not going to wait very long. Their hope is changing and they're going to move along. I don't know how that's going to play out for you, but this is really the main message is someone is waiting for a change and for you to return. Now, I don't know. Obviously, you're not. You guys are so stubborn. You're worse than Tauruses. Let's look at the Hangman. Viewing this from another perspective. In one regard, you are feeling that it is dead, it is over, and you're trying to move on. But the other message is that whatever this was can be a new beginning if you can move forward. You guys, I don't know. I don't. Again, when you decided to go off to something new, conversations is as if the cards are saying, you maybe even told somebody, this is not going to work for me. You weren't being truthful about it. And now you're in this place. Okay? And that this new thing, conversations aren't what they were with the other person. And now you're like, oh, damn, I'm at a dead end. Fake conversations because this was the real conversation. This was the real messages. And you know that. I want to pull Um, I don't know what advice to give you, Scorpios, except you in a pickle. But you're going to have to take responsibility for it. And it doesn't even look like it was something that was maliciously done. It's just that you got hurt and you decided, well, whatever. And didn't give any thought to what you were doing moving forward. Not really. You're trying to, I don't know, build up your self-esteem, make yourself feel better, because your feelings were hurt. Again, look, I just pulled this card. Sadness and isolation. This is the Three of Swords. And the message, I just read this for somebody. And the message of the Three of Swords, and I want you guys to really listen to this. And it'll probably go in one ear, out the other. But this is a chance for you to transform yourself. And you guys are all about death through transformation. This is an opportunity to transform yourself going into 2016. Because it is about recognizing that even though people may hurt your feelings very, very much, first of all, you're not the only person with feelings, okay? And that when you run away from what you're feeling, you typically run into the wrong thing. And that person who hurt your feelings has feelings too. And so when you cut them off, you isolate them. Why do you expect them to stick around for you if that's a pattern that you continue to do? And that's really what the World card could be speaking about. Circular behavior. Okay? Sorrow, disappointment, trust, and healing. This is going to be your opportunity to move through this. Love can bring both joy and sorrow. When disappointment enters your life, it's important to acknowledge the accompanying sadness and feelings of loss. I mean, nobody's telling you not to acknowledge it and not to say, maybe you need to come back and say, that shit hurt my feelings. Maybe come back and say it instead of bottling it up inside. Okay? However, it is equally vital not to dwell on the loss. Holding grudges. The temptation may be to isolate yourself from the world and cling to your grief. Beating a dead horse. This card is a reminder to trust that this situation, as hard as it may be, is in your best interest, and it is time to gently let go of the sorrow and the disappointment. Sorrow can hold you back, or it can elevate you. Elevate you. I want you to look at this card. It can elevate you, okay, to new levels of understanding. Focusing on your sadness and loss will prevent you from attracting the new positive energy around relationships. Remember I was talking about this person? Remember that? That was a positive thing for you. It really was. And with this card in the future position, that person, even though they may have walked on, I think if you go back and talk to them, they'd be open to hearing to what you have to say. Focusing on your sadness. Okay, I said that. Okay. So it's time to turn your disappointment into hope for the future. Ask what lessons you can learn from the situation. Move beyond despair into healing and joyful love. Let go and move on. You have more powerful spiritual forces helping you than you could ever imagine. So, in one respect, if you're in a relationship and the person, and I know you Scorpios do that, you will get in a relationship, you will love somebody to bits and pieces. It doesn't matter how horrible they are. Maybe you need to move on from that crap. And for those of you who have been doing shady crap and emotionally manipulating people, let that crap go. Just let it go. Stop holding grudges. And if you really care about the person and you saw the potential there, go back and revisit it. Go back and revisit it. That's what I have for you. That was almost 30 minutes. Y'all always suck up all of my time. Man. All right. So if I don't see you before the new year and Christmas, I'd like to wish you a safe, happy one. I'm sorry these messages were harsh, but I call it like I see it. That's what the cards are saying to me. You made your bed, you lay in it. So, you can fix it. Right now, you don't have no control over it. but you can fix it. You can turn it around. And I think that starts by forgiving people, trying to move past whatever hurts or healing that you need to do, and trying to come back and speak to people. You guys are awesome communicators when you want to be, but when you withdraw and become all testy and moody and dark, you know, that crap doesn't work for everybody. And then when people, some people just not going to stand for that. So it's about cooperation. So, and communication. So that's it. I wish you a very happy Christmas and New Year's. And if I don't come back and see you before then for sure it'll be back on like popcorn for January 2016. Okay, so until next time, thanks for visiting with me. Namaste, travelers.